everybody, TGIF. It is Tony George along with Sean Salisbury, and we're talking Cubs and St. Louis here today, a big rivalry in the NL Central. But before we get to that, I want to switch my attention out to the West Coast and get Sean's take on something. Sean, you got the Giants taking on the Dodgers this weekend. You got Bauer and Wood going at it tonight. I'm just curious, if you had a $500 bill and you had to bet that series, who's going to take that series this weekend, where would your money be?
Well, I love the way the Giants are playing this year. They usually, when Bruce Bochy was there, it was like, what was it, those odd number years that they did every other year when winning World Series, and they grinded out without a lot of guys that you know. And that's been their MO when they're winning championships. It's Buster Posey and a bunch of other guys that contribute, but they're getting outstanding pitching. They're getting really good timely hitting. But for $500 for me, just lineup wise, at some point you look at San Francisco and say, when's it going to stop? When's it going to slow down 45, 50 games or 48 games or so into the season? And you say, okay, the Dodgers obviously have as good a roster as there is in baseball. It's a bitter and very, very good rivalry. $500 though, as far as taking the series, I would put my money on the Dodgers. Bauer's the reigning Cy Young winner. I love what the Giants are doing. The Dodgers, you would think in time, will continue to climb and win that division, or the Padres, but a tribute to the Giants. But if money's on the line for a series, I got the Dodgers overall roster. I think I would take them.
There you go, folks. Alex Wood on the hill tonight facing Bauer. You like watching Major League Baseball? You like watching two good teams going at it? That's going to be your game to tune into tonight, the sports bar with your buddies. I can tell you that, watching a little NBA playoffs. And what a great weekend, Sean, as we get to this Friday night game. But what a great weekend in sports. We've got the PGA going on, the PGA Championship down in South Carolina. The Wind's tearing them up again today. You got the NHL playoffs, the NBA playoffs. You got some great series, including one of the games we've got here. This is that weekend where I told my wife, if you throw a honey-do list at me, I ain't doing it. I'm not getting off the couch. As a matter of fact, you cook. I'm not doing jack crap. I'm not even grilling. I'll even let her grill the steak this way. I'll let her handle the beef on the grill. That's how.
There you go, man. I agree. You got it all, man. You got it all this weekend when it comes to sports.
Yeah. And, of course, we're going to be talking NBA playoffs here for a Saturday game in our other video. But today the Cubs on the road taking on St. Louis here. We got Kyle Hendricks going up against Carlos Martinez. And one thing about this right out of the gate, the Cubs are laying minus 120. The total's around 8.5. Sean, one thing about Kyle Hendricks is kind of like that crazy chick that you dated in high school. You don't know what you're going to get every other Friday night after you had a couple glasses of Boone Farms Tickle Pink in her. You don't know what the hell's going to, or TJ Swan Easy Nights, one of those deals. Hendricks, I'm hesitant to lay anything with him on the road. Now, his last game, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 8 hits and 1 run. But here's the other side of that coin. The previous start, 5 innings, 9 hits, and 6 runs. That's what Kyle Hendricks gives you. He definitely has the higher ERA in this game of 5.27 and a 1.55 whip against that hitting lineup of the Cardinals, which hasn't been all that hot lately. But also Martinez, a little bit lower ERA of 4.35 here. Your thoughts on this game? You want to talk about bitter rivalries? We just talked about San Francisco, LA. This one here, there's no love lost between these two. And this is
in St. Louis. Yeah. Then you go Yankees, Red Sox talk too. I mean, there's some great baseball rivalries, and putting them together, this is one of the best ones there is. And you're right, there is no love lost. Both of these pitchers have been erratic, at best this year. I mean, and it's been a Dow Jones for both Martinez and Kyle Hendricks. Now, listen, Hendricks win right, like you mentioned, he can be filthy now. He is really, really good. I like St. Louis at home. I like the way they're playing. I like their lineup. When St. Louis is going good, when they're winning divisions, they get great pitching. They always have. So Martinez is going to have to match Hendricks. But both these guys, one hovers above 4 in Martinez, one's above 5 in Hendricks. Maybe a little misleading since it's early, but that's what they are. And that's where we are, 5, 6, 7 starts for a pitcher to start the season out right now. So I love St. Louis baseball at home. I like them at home. ERAs tell me also that I'd take the number and go over on this, Tony, which I've told you I've had a lot of luck with the overs this year in most sports, but especially in baseball and basketball. And I'm going to tell you, I prefer St. Louis. And I know it's been up and down for Kyle Hendricks, but in their ballpark, great baseball town, kicking off a weekend, a team that's going to battle for a chance to win the division. Now you also got to deal with some really good, powerful hitting. I like both the over and the Cardinals in the game. I don't think either pitcher's getting me into the 6th inning. I think too erratic. Potential, yes. I'm just looking at the results. ERA high. I like the Cardinals in the ball game.
I'm going to do my Animal House reference, and Dean Wormer, when he was talking to John Blutarski, which better known as Bluto, when they got caught when they shut down the house, he looked at him and goes, "Your GPA is 0.00." And that would happen to be the ERA of the Chicago Cubs bullpen, Sean, the last 5 games, and only allowing opponents in their last 5 games a 103 batting average. Conversely, the St. Louis Cardinals, a 5.48 ERA. That being said, I can't remember when Kyle Hendricks put together back-to-back good games. He's good one game, bad the next game. They're on the road here. They've kind of had a weak schedule, but they've been able to get over on some people. They had a good series here, like their last series here. But I'm with you. I see this as a 5-4, 6-5, 6-4 type game. I'm a little confused on the side play here. I can't back Chicago, but they're my Achilles heel. I hate to go against him. My good buddy Mark out here, he's a Cubs fan. He'll ride my rear end at the bar tonight for even putting him out. But I'm with you. I'm gonna go with the over 8.5 in this game tonight. I do think you'll see some runs, and I don't think the Chicago Cubs bullpen is going to keep up those numbers. That's for sure,
it's almost
Sean.
impossible Tony. It's almost impossible to keep those numbers up. You say at some point somebody's got to have a night in the bullpen, because they're both getting to the bullpen tonight, and I think you can get at both starting pitchers early if you get him on one of their high ERA, high pitch count nights. So yeah, if you're St. Louis, you'd like to get at him early, judging from what the bullpen in Chicago's done, but it's to keep a 0.00 ERA is going to be difficult to do, needless to say. I think St. Louis at home, what a great ballpark, what a great atmosphere it is. Both ballparks when they're at home, but I love the rivalry. I like the Cardinals at home, but I like a bigger number tonight. I'm with you on that. I think we're going to roll through this one, and I like both our picks.
His name's Sean Salisbury. He can be found at iHeartRadio with one of the best sports talk shows, if not the best sports talk show in the nation. iHeartRadio. Go over there, check him out at Sean Unfiltered on Twitter, and check us out at DocSports.com. What a weekend. PGA Tour. We're putting out golf picks every day. We had Connors yesterday over Abraham Answer, and Connors ended up leading the tournament, so we covered that head-to-head by 8 strokes. We got Major League Baseball. We've got NBA and NHL playoffs, and the WNBA rolling out as well, doing okay there. So be sure to go to Docs, take advantage of that free $60, and check out our NBA playoff video as well. Sean Salisbury right now on about an 80% run against the spread over the last 2.5 weeks with his free picks.
There you go.
I think Wade over at Docs is going to kick me out of the stable and stick you in there, buddy.
I'm not doing this without you, my man. This is a 2-man show or nothing, including our guy Doug as well. So we're in this together, my man. And I trust me, I've been on your coattails plenty of times since we started these. So it's a good combo. You ain't going anywhere.
There you go, man. Be sure to tune in to Docs and check us out on our NBA video. Have a great Friday.